Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead, and today we're going to work on our pump here. I've been getting a lot of debris in it lately, and I don't like it, so I'm going to hopefully do what I think might help filter the water a little bit before it gets to it, and should help it keep it from getting clogged up. So let's get to it. Alright, so you can see pump there. One of the things I did kind of try to help keep debris out of there. Put the pump in a bucket. The bucket's got a lot of holes in it, and there's actually a brick in there to help it keep it weighted down. That was to help keep some of the debris and stuff that gets in here on the top. Yeah, I know the water's not the best right now. I'm about to do a water change as well. But some of the debris still get into the pump, so I'm going to try to do something a little different. Plan is today to take this bucket here. It's a little bit better than the other one. As far as the other one's been out in the sun for a while, it's starting to fall apart. We're going to put our bunch of our little holes in here to let the water in. Put our pump in there. But before we put our pump in, we're going to put a little bit of lava rock. And then put our pump on top of like 2 inches of lava rock. And then put lava rock all around the pump. So it's going to hold the pump still inside the bucket. And also any water that gets to it will have to pass through all this, which will hopefully help filter it. So let's get started. Alright, I got my holes. And I didn't go with a ton of holes. I mean, it's quite a few. Because, I mean, I think these are 1/2 inch holes. So, and the big thing is you gotta have enough holes the more than get the water in for the flow rate of your pump. So, keep that in mind. So, hopefully this is more than the flow rate of our pump. I can't remember exactly what our pump is, but yeah. So now I'm gonna put some lava rock in here in the bottom. I'm gonna put some on the bottom, so when I take this out eventually, I can drain all the water out. It'll come out through the bottom. So we're gonna put our lava rock a couple inches in the bottom, then we'll set our pump in and fill the rest of it up. This is lava rock that has been washed, so doesn't have all that red sand or lava rock dust, whatever it's called, all over it. All right, let's throw this in here. Alright, this is some tricky one-handed footage, but I wanted to show this. Even in that bucket, trying to do what I can, you can see all that stuff. I mean, just leaves like crazy, and they all get sucked up in there, and they're going to mess the pump up more and more over time, and make it run a lot slower. So I'm going to clean all this out the best I can, and hopefully with this new setup, we're going to keep that from happening. Because like I said, I tried to do it with this and it still wasn't enough. And it's just building up. Like I said, it's gonna make the pump won't run worse over time. Plus, the pump's not gonna last as long. So hopefully by doing this, not only will our pump run stronger longer, but it should hopefully run just longer in general. We'll get more life out of it, more bang for a buck. Alright, so I'm gonna clean this nasty thing out and get it inside of here and put the rest of my lava rock on top. Okay, before I put all the rocks in there, I wanted to do a test run to make sure that our holes are adequate. And it looks like I might need a few more because it is dropping down a little bit faster than the water's coming in. So, it's not a bad test you might want to do before you commit completely. Now, right now, I can still pull the pump out and only have a couple inches of lava rock on bottom. So I'll throw probably about 5 or 6 more holes in there, and that should be good. It's not draining. I mean, it's almost like dead even right now. So definitely don't want it to cut that close. We want it to be a little bit flowing a little bit quicker than we're pumping it out. All right, we'll change 437,000. Just because of the way my pipes are already cut. Originally I had this pump sitting on the bottom, and I'd moved it where that bucket was sitting up on that. I ended up not cutting more holes. I just ended up sinking the pump back down to where it originally was, so that way I can get this secured back off. But got the pump in there, and then I filled the rest of it up with the rocks. So now on top, all around on the sides and bottom, it's got the lava rock sitting there. I also went ahead and added this spray bar, so instead of just the water pouring out into there, it's actually, hopefully we'll call it, drilled I don't know if you can see them, the little bitty holes along there, and then put the cap on. So that way I'll get more pressure, and this should spray harder into the water, cause more air bubbles, give me more oxygenation in here. Then eventually we're going to tee off of this and have this one pump go over and run that system as well, and we'll have that run back into this one. But that's for another day. We're going to go ahead and turn the pump on and see how our spray bar does and how our pump does. Be right back. Alright, well, there we have it. Spray bar's running. Pump looks good. And hopefully this will help clear the water up by getting more oxygen to it and allowing the pump to run a little cleaner. The pump is actually running probably twice as fast as it was. You saw the gick and crap on the bottom of it. That really hindered the flow of the pump. So now, yeah, it's going to flow a lot faster and run a lot better. Probably run a lot longer for us. So, alright. Have a good one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hope this helped you. And looking forward to having a video in the future of some clear water here. Now it's time to do water exchange and see how that goes.